The following video is meant for adult audiences. It is not meant for children. It is meant for adult fans of toys, as well as vintage memorabilia. Hey all. So I got back home from the gym. Before I hit the shower, I was already contemplating what kind of video I wanted to do today. So I was thinking about making a video where I'm going to be taking a look at and unboxing these Barbie Fashion Fever girls. You know, it's my birthday today. I'm turning 35, and instead of showering myself with presents I don't need, I'd rather take care of the dolls that I already have, and I'm going to be taking a look at them and unboxing them. We're also going to be discussing Barbie's state that she is in today, comparing her to her state that she was back in the day, and why fans are so disappointed and are rooting for her to get her shit back together, but she's just not delivering. So stay tuned. So here we have all of the dolls next to each other. So I finally got the perfect spot where I'm able to present you all the dolls without any kind of glare annoying us, as well as it not be too dark. That's why I'm going to be presenting you each one in box. Now these two are Summer and Theresa, and all of these four are actually Barbie. Now with these three, we have a different sculpt, and I think they're from a later line, because the packaging on top actually has the Fashion Fever logo with a little handle. While these two, the Theresa and the Barbie, they do not say Fashion Fever on top, they just have the classic Barbie logo. So I guess these two were from an earlier line, or just a different line, a different wave. And overall with Fashion Fever, there seems to be three kind of types of Fashion Fever dolls. We have these dolls, and correct me if I'm wrong, I kind of believe these are like the budget Fashion Fever dolls maybe, because eBay seems to be flooded with them, and you can still get them for around 20 euros. So they're not very expensive, they're quite affordable. Then there are the classic Fashion Fever dolls in the tube packaging with a stand. Now those are very sought after and can get quite expensive if they're still in box. Then we also have the teen-aged version of Fashion Fever, where Barbie has the Hobbit body, and the packaging is also different from this or the tube packaging. There are also, of course, Fashion Fever play sets with some kind of makeup or hair gimmick. So yeah, I think as far as Fashion Fever goes, these four types of Fashion Fever dolls exist. And these are all kind of like very girly, very flirty, very much party dresses, even though these are also very much casual. And yeah, let's get into the packaging. You can see that on the side of the packaging you have an illustration of each character. Now you have Summer here, you have Barbie here. This is also very cute. You have this very flirty, very girly kind of illustration of Barbie, as well as Theresa and Summer in their prom types of dresses. And on the back you can also see this disco ball, and it says Barbie Fashion Fever, again with the same illustration. You can see a different kind of illustration here, where they're more in casual wear. You have Barbie here, I think this is Raquel, this is Nikki, there's Summer there. Oh no, this is Raquel and this is Theresa. I'm not sure. The back is going to be explaining to us who is who. Yeah, the one with the streaks is Theresa, whereas the one with this cute little pink top is supposed to be Raquel. Then you have Nikki, Ken, Summer, Barbie, Theresa and Raquel on the back. Again, it says Fashion Fever, and there's a date that says 2007 Mattel. So it's a later release. I think the Fashion Fever line started in 2004 and it ran until 2007 and 2008. So I also wanted to show you the illustration of these two. You can see Barbie here in a prom dress. And then you have Barbie as well as Summer and Theresa on the side. Super cute. And then you have the headshot of them on the back. And there's another cute illustration of Barbie as well as Theresa on the side of this box. And here in the back, this disco ball. So they're kind of in a club setting. They're on the dance floor having fun. And I just love this pose. Now, for a while, it was almost kind of like you weren't allowed to like girly and flirty stuff, but with this whole Barbie core thing happening, it seems to be now having gotten okay again to say, hey, I just love like stuff like this, where you just have this youthful, exuberant, girly version of femininity, and it's okay to be like, hey, why not enjoy it? And why not celebrate it? Instead of constantly tearing it down. Now the one thing I'm going to be saying is that, seeing it here, you can see how whitewashed Nikki is in her illustration. And yeah, it's like the difference between the skin tone is quite heavy. Now these three, I finally took a look at the back of their boxes. So the Theresa, the Barbie, and this Barbie, they all came out in 2008. And those three, who all have this bag and this shoe attached to their boxes, they came out in 2007. These two do not have a little charm attached to their boxes, but she has this cute little pink glittery charm that you can kind of use as a keychain attached to a box. You can also use it like to attach it to a smartphone or a mobile phone. I remember seeing a lot of girls having charms attached to their cell phones back in the late 2000s. So this is very much on point and on trend here. I'm definitely curious to see whether these shoes are going to be able to fit Barbie's feet. So we're going to be trying it out. You know, having like one shoe of a pair of shoes attached to the box kind of gives you the incentive to buy another one of these. So you're able to have a complete pair of shoes to have for your doll. So this was kind of neat, kind of cute, and a very nifty idea. Now that we've seen them inside of their box, I'm going to be quickly getting them out and showing you all of the Fashion Fever dolls in all of their glory. So let's begin by taking a look at the first three girls, all of which were released in 2007. And right at the start, when you see these girls and when you compare them to the state that Barbie's in 2022, don't you just want to cry? Like, don't you just want to fucking cry? Let's take a quick look at them. I'm going to be showing you them in close-ups. I'm not going to be saying a whole lot. I'm just letting the dolls speak for themselves. Just quickly saying a bit what I noticed. Now, when I got her out of the box, the elastics on her pigtails, those disintegrated, so I switched them out for new elastics. She had pink elastics originally, so this is the same color that she had when she just came out of the box. And I love the fact that they used glitter on her eyeshadow and glitter on her lips. Of course, this is the infamous Barbie face mold, and I did a whole video about this face mold, kind of trashing it, but now I'm wiser and I'm older and I have to eat my words because I love this face mold. Well, the closed mouth version, she's very, I don't know, she's very exotic looking. She's also very sophisticated looking. And at the same time, she's also very young looking. So she's a different kind of Barbie, but still very much Barbie. And I love this face mold. She has these cute, very 2000s sunglasses. And then she has this little shirt on top of this white tank top, and she has this silver belt with some metallic dangly bits here. She came with this purse, and I really love her shoes. You know, these platform sandals, they're an acquired taste, but I kind of live with them. I love the fact that there's painted detail on the flowers, and the shoes soles do look like they are made of cork. So yeah, that's quite awesome. Her hair is made out of saran, and yeah, it's this classic blonde color on her. Now let's move on to summer. And her hair is in this brown color with some blonde streaks. Her hair is made of, I don't know, I think it's Kanekalon. I think these two, this summer and that Barbie, both have Kanekalon hair. She's got these beautiful green eyes. Again, all three dots here have glitter eyeshadow and glitter on the lips. She's got these side swept bangs. And what I also love about all three dolls is the fact that the designers made sure to use hairstyles on them that hide their hairline. This is one of the pet peeves that I have. I really dislike it when you can actually see a doll's hairline and see where the plugs of the hairs start. So yeah, I love the fact that they have this type of hairstyle that kind of hides their hair plugs. She has this beautiful lavender tank top with this ruffle in the front. She has this short little cute bolero type of white vest. There's even this little lavender pearl accent. She wears this cute, kind of tie-dye-ish lavender white ruffly skirt that is made of a silky material. She has some pearl bells around the skirt, as well as some gold thread. And she wears these cute pumps, again with some lavender and white detail. And the pumps themselves, they're of this gold color. I love how the front of the sole is a bit more, like there's some texture to it. And then we have the final Barbie doll here. She's got these big, bright blue eyes with some darker burgundy colored eyeshadow and some burgundy colored lipstick. There's also some lip liner around the lips and of course glitter on top of them. Again, I love the hairstyle. And with her, she's got these this hair here tied in an elastic, and I can see that this elastic is about to rot away, so I definitely need to be switching this elastic out for a new one. She has this beautiful silver necklace. She wears this party dress that isn't hemmed in the bottom. There's this tulle organza material with some glitter dots, and underneath it there's this shiny metallic material. The straps are in a silver color. They're attached to the dress with some silver buckles. She came with this purse as well, and these are her shoes. Now all of these shoe molds are shoe molds that I had not seen before. I don't know if Mattel ever used them again after the Fashion Fever era. if they ever used them prior to the Fashion Fever era, but I love these shoes. All of the dolls came with a brush in the color that matches the color used on the outfits. And before I quickly show you the other dolls, the thing that I wanted to talk about is, you know, I've never really seen that many Barbies come with pigtails. Like the factory hairstyle used on a Barbie with pigtails. So, do you know more Barbies with pigtails? If you do, please let me know in the comments down below, because I'm curious to know how many Barbies there are that actually come with the factory hairstyle. Her hair is parted in the middle and she has pigtails. So now we have the next set of girls, and this one, as well as the previous 3 dolls, they all came with the belly button mold, but they had articulated arms and hands. But these 2 dolls, they have the classic traditional belly button body with non-articulated arms. And talking a bit about that body sculpt, like, I don't want to open a can of worms about body image issues and body shaming and stuff like that. I mean, I did a whole video about that nobody watched. But I really love the way the belly button body looked, and I see it more as something that's comparable to an artist carving something out of stone, which they did way back in ancient Greece, and they just took something and sculpted beauty out of it. And to me, the belly button body is probably Barbie's most beautiful body, and I love the shape. I love how her arms are formed. I mean, if you want to talk about the belly button body, you can also go back and talk about the fact that actually Integrity Toys went on to copy the belly button body mold, and they did so in their Playline dolls in the early 2000s. So yeah, Integrity Toys as a company was one that copied Playline Barbie. And I think you can also see how really for decades, almost 50 years, Barbie was the fashion doll brand. So tons of designers from different paths looked to her for inspiration to use on their own creations. So there's a reason why there's a lot of reverence for Barbie as a brand that sadly a lot of younger doll collectors who came up maybe in the past 10 years, they don't really grasp it and they don't really see it, because they only know of trash Barbie that's put out in the past 7-8 years. So yeah, I mean, she was for decades, for 50 years, head bitch in charge, the fashion doll brand, and yeah, Mattel completely dropped the ball there. So let's move on to this Generation Girl version of Barbie. She has the GG face sculpt. The screening is very beautiful. It's very traditionally late 2000s Barbie Generation Girl. Now with the hair, it's super fried. The ends are very much done. So there's a bit of TLC that needs to be done there. And there was a bit of gel. All the dolls had some gel in their hair that I brushed out before putting them on their stands. It's also made of saran. This is not Kanekalon. She has this necklace here. It's very pretty. She wears this top that has some glitter dots on it that mimic sequins. It's kind of stitched together here, but open here to flare out a bit. I love that the bust area has this shiny silver fabric, and in the middle there's this lace accent and more of a pink color. These lace accents were also sewn on to the bottoms that she's wearing. She's wearing a pair of denim jeans that are more in a dark blue color. These lace accents also have some silver dots that are very shiny, as you can see. And she's wearing these lavender one-color pumps. She also came with this bag. Now let's move on to my personal favorite, and that's the Theresa. Now I don't know whether or not she actually uses the Theresa sculpt. I think she's using the open-mouthed version of this Barbie sculpt. She had one strand of hair that was like gelled and tied in front. She has these cut bangs and a ponytail. Beautiful brown hair, but again it's a bit shorter and fried at the ends. She wears this beautiful light blue party dress. Has this silver necklace. I love the different layers this dress has, the different materials used. It's a very pretty dress. She also has this clutch purse in the same color as her dress. And she's wearing these light blue pumps that seem to be doused in some glitter. Now this is the final Barbie. She has the same clutch purse as the Theresa doll, but in her, more of a turquoise blue color. The top of a party dress is made of a thicker, not necessarily pleather, but pleatherish material. She has this jewel glued onto it with some silver thread, and the silver thread has another transparent bead at the bottom. Bottom of the dress has these laser cut petal shapes, all doused in glitter, and this one is in lighter blue, this one is in a darker blue, and underneath it there's another layer of unhemmed blue fabric covering her private parts. Now she's the one doll of this entire line that does come with a pair of earrings. She has these beautiful silver studs. Her hair is in a better shape compared to the hair of the other two dolls that I showed you. She comes with this blue shoe mold. Again, all three dolls come with a brush in the respective color of the dress they're wearing. Now I also wanted to show you the black pumps that the dolls came with on the box that were dangling like a charm, and they do fit them, which is great. So you have another pair of shoes to use on the dolls, as well as another pink glittery bag with the Barbie logo. So yeah, that was the overview of these beautiful Fashion Fever dolls that you can see in front of us now. I hope I was able to illustrate to you where Barbie was and what her legacy was, why there's so much reverence for her. You know, this type of doll to me is the quintessential type of fashion doll. There's no kind of pretense, there's no gimmick, there's no background story. It's just beauty in its purest form. The outfits were on trend. They reflected the time these dolls were released in. They were very much true to life, but they were also very heightened. They're both fantasy combined with reality. And that's why there's so much love for Barbie, and that's why a lot of people want her to go back where she was. And why modern releases kind of falter to really capture this essence. What I also have to say is, I think the shareholders of Mattel neglect to realize the fact that the grown and adult collectors who support the brand and end up buying the more expensive collector and signature dolls are a quote-unquote dying breed. Because if Mattel keeps on releasing shitty Barbies, there's not going to be a new generation of adult collectors vying for getting the latest signature dolls. If you're a kid now and you're growing up with Barbie now, you won't be giving a shit about her 10 years from now. This is the Barbie that actually created the adult collectors who are supporting the signature releases. So I think this is what Mattel is going to be having to expect moving forward. Yeah, these were my 2 cents and my final thoughts. I hope you enjoyed watching this video, and I hope you enjoyed this trip down memory lane into Barbie's past. If you did, please leave a like, comment down below and let me know which one of these girls is your favorite. Subscribe to my channel if you have not done so already. I'll be uploading a video related to fashion dolls past, present, and future every week, and I might catch you in my next one. Bye for now.